Hello, and welcome to the FAFSA overview video. This is step 1 for applying for financial aid at Shasta College. If you have already completed your FAFSA and need guidance on what comes next, watch the step 2 video. So you may be wondering, what is the FAFSA? FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid and is a federal application that must be submitted every year to apply for all federal and state grants. You can apply for the FAFSA at www.fafsa.gov. When you're going through the FAFSA application, make sure you read each question carefully and complete it to the best of your knowledge. The FAFSA becomes available January 1st of every year, and submitting your FAFSA early, along with other required documents to the Financial Aid Office, will increase your chances of receiving the most federal and state grants you qualify for. By completing the full FAFSA process, you are applying for all federal and state grants. The 2014-15 FAFSA will cover the fall, spring, and summer semester at Shasta College. If you have filed your taxes and the IRS has completed processing them, usually takes about 2 weeks, use the data retrieval tool for quicker processing. The data retrieval tool links up the FAFSA with the IRS and verifies all financial information, which could save you time down the road in processing. If you get stuck on the FAFSA question, look for a question mark icon for more detailed information. If you still have questions, you can contact FAFSA at 1-800-433-3243 or the Shasta College Financial Aid Office at 530-242-7700. Keep in mind that when you call in or email with a question to the Financial Aid Office, we are only able to provide general information. If you would like more specific information to your current status, please come into the Financial Aid Office with a valid picture ID or utilize ASFA at one of the extended educational sites. If you need help filling out your FAFSA, you can contact College Options and make an appointment with a financial aid counselor for an in-person assistance. College Options is located at 1407 Market Street, Redding, California 96001, and can be reached by phone at 530-245-1845. So once you submit the FAFSA, what happens next? Upon a successful completion, you will be emailed a Student Aid Report, also known as SAR, which will provide you with an estimated eligibility for all grants. This report will also provide you with an expected family contribution, which is used to determine your true financial need and eligibility. Keep in mind your SAR is an expected estimate of financial aid eligibility. Your financial aid office will further determine what you are truly eligible for once all financial aid paperwork has been received and processed by their office. Once the Shasta College Financial Aid Office has received your FAFSA, you will receive an email notification, which usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks after you submit your FAFSA. Once you receive the email notification from the Financial Aid Office, this is your cue to move on to step 2, which is submitting additional documents to the Financial Aid Office for further processing. You will want to log into My Shasta and go to My Shasta for Students. Next, click on My Documents under the Financial Aid menu. My Documents is specific to you and will tell you exactly what additional documents you are required to turn into the Financial Aid Office. For more detailed information on Step 2, watch the Step 2 video. Once you gather all required documents, Step 3 is submitting the paperwork to the Financial Aid Office, either by mail or in person, at either the main campus or any of the extended educational sites. If you choose to mail the paperwork in, make sure to reference the mailing address at the bottom of each document. Step 4 is basically waiting to be processed by a financial aid technician. Reference the estimated timeframes to be processed on the main Shasta College Financial Aid Office's webpage at www.shastacollege.edu/FA. In the meantime, while you are waiting, be sure to check your email and My Documents, as that is how we will communicate to you if anything else is needed. Also, make sure that the college has your current email address and that you validate finaidinfo@shastacollege.edu as a safe sender so that emails do not get routed to the spam or junk folder. Once you've been fully processed, you're on to Step 5 and you will receive an email stating that you can view your award letter in My Shasta. Your award letter is based on full-time enrollment, and if you are in less than full-time, the Pell Grant will be prorated to match your enrollment status. Also, make sure you register for your classes as soon as possible, as you must be registered in active classes at least 2 weeks prior to the first disbursement. Next, I will briefly explain all federal and state grants, which you are applying for through the FAFSA. The federal grants are as follows. The Pell Grant has a maximum award of $5,730 for the 14-15 academic year, and this amount is based on full-time enrollment and with a 0 EFC, or expected family contribution. The Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, SEOG, has a maximum award of $1,200 for the 14-15 academic year and is based on full-time enrollment, a 0 EFC, and an unmet need greater than $1,500. Apply early for this grant because the funds are extremely limited and they go quick. The Federal Work-Study Program has a maximum award of $3,400 for the 14-15 academic year and is based on answering yes that you are interested in federal work-study on the FAFSA, enrolled in at least 6 academic units, and have a minimum unmet need of at least $5,000. You must also be attending fall and spring to be considered for this grant. This grant offers you an opportunity to gain work experience on campus, and the work assignment is matched up with your major. Basically, it's like having a job on campus. So you have to work to receive these grant funds. If you receive an offer, make sure to respond as soon as possible because the funding is extremely limited and it goes quick. The state grants are as follows. The Cal Grant has one additional step besides submitting the FAFSA that you must complete in order to apply for this grant, which is having your GPA verified and sent to Cal Grant from your admissions office. This could be from your previous or current high school or college. Shasta College will automatically send your GPA once you have completed at least 16 units. If you have not completed at least 16 units, you will want to have your high school or previous college verify and send your GPA. The other key to this grant is meeting the Cal Grant deadlines. The Cal Grant deadlines for submitting your FAFSA and GPA verification are March 2nd for entitlement and September 2nd for competitive. Try and meet the March 2nd deadline every year for a better chance at receiving this grant. Cal Grant B has a maximum award of $1,473 for the 14-15 academic year based on financial need, enrollment status, and the program of study you have declared as your major. Cal Grant C has a maximum award of $547 for the 14-15 academic year based on financial need, enrollment status, and the program of study you have declared as your major. These are the only 2 Cal Grants administered at community college level. Cal Grant A is administered at 4-year colleges. All eligible Cal Grant students attending Shasta College will be awarded in October for fall and March for spring. If you have Cal Grant questions in regards to your status, you can create an account at www.webgrantsforstudents.org. You can also contact Cal Grant at 1-888-224-7268. If you still have further questions, you can contact the Shasta College Financial Aid Office at 530-242-7700. The Board of Governors fee waiver is a state grant that waives your tuition fee, which is currently $46 a unit. It is recommended to apply at least 3 to 4 days prior to registering for your classes. There are 2 different methods to apply for the BOG, and the quickest way to apply is through the standard BOG application found at www.shastacollege.edu/FA_BOG. The standard BOG application does hold lower income standards, so if you don't qualify through the BOG application, continue on with the FAFSA for further determination. The FAFSA can assess your BOG eligibility through higher income standards. Applying through the FAFSA will take longer to process your eligibility. Remember, this is a non-cash award and waives the tuition fees. You will be responsible for the health and campus fee and any other material fees associated with the classes you're enrolled in. You have just learned about all federal and state grants you could potentially be eligible for at Shasta College. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope that it has been helpful for you to understand the FAFSA process. We appreciate any feedback you may have and request that you submit it through our survey link found below this video. Check out our other videos of additional financial support through scholarships, book grants, book loans, and federal student loans. If you need to get in touch with the Financial Aid Office, here is our contact info. Like us on Facebook for current updates on processing, events, regulation changes, etc. As always, we wish you success in meeting your educational goals.